recommendation is the steak.
There's a newsstand over there! Wanna grab a copy of... We know our Fontinian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be... Kenise?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Pretty shocking. But it's Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that! And also, what the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious. Trading...
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most out... If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1%.
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth.
You mean all those fake headlines?
Sure they do. For instance, they're considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods. It's no wonder they're... But in reality, the goods in question, rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process. It was a pretty open and shut case. In my testimony in court. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the. I appreciate your kind invitation.
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or...
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back. There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do... Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But Ahau wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps... Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something... I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy heel... If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is. So let...
These are the kind of headlines that go on these days.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Wow, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lapine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one. Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Co-construct? That's a relief. Sounds like carrying the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings in.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too!
Huh? You've gotta be kidding. Ha! Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is up!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow! That's quite a nifty you've got yourself there. Is it some sort? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespect. I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind. And another thing, smart is the I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom. I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kenichi.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a...
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught so. You must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his... Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Drag...
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in... honestly, thank heaven. I couldn't wait a moment longer. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine, I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to...
Huh?
That's right. The one, and after much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her...
It's been a while since... By the way, Miss Lapine
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photo... Thanks to this unexpected opportunity,
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss... As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care... For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth... By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in...
well, everyone needs to eat, whether they be tour... So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant. Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go.
You little... What's your game?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later. Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? No problem.
remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff. Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you, it is the sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their gun by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh,
Wait, has that happened before?
no, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone...
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had...
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have...
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was I trekked all the way over...
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a mole. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had... Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out...
Wow, that...
Mind if I ask what kind of...
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest...
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gift!
Time for a timeout, old-timer.
Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like this.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise!
Sorry. I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but... And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that, Officer.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate. Please, don't mind me.
I should be the one thanking you.
Don't mention it. Besides,
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, but just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon room. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this? Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect. Or, if you want to catch up...
Oh, man.
Bro!
Are you mimicking me?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite...
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making...
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the...
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic.
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetable... I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
It's Cheval Marin.
Ah, right. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, Long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland.
So, you guys are...
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders...
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse.
Wait, what? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult... So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus.
That's it.
Aoife, there's nothing to... You're a big boy. You can handle your...
You think that's what I'm... Anyway, my priority... Suffice it to say... Cuckoo...
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get...
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
Oh no, bro. Or rather... Did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least... But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into... I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak.
With that one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure... I may be able to fly up pretty high, but check... As for Aoife, well...
Not like it...
Wait a sec. Kakuku's a mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a...
Heck yeah! If anyone...
For real now?
Of course I'm for real.
All right. But our priority right now should be to go and...
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't
Wait.
Well, then it's... There you go.
He won't.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and...
And I never imagined you'd be
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only...
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just...
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over... Oh, you know one another.